David Morales had never imagined his life would turn out this way. Widowed at 35, raising two young daughters on his own while working long hours as a mechanic. Every day was a balancing act between bills, homework, and making sure his girls, Lily and Sophie, felt loved despite their loss. One rainy Thursday afternoon, as he was closing up the small garage he worked at, a sleek black limousine pulled up. The tinted window slid down, revealing a woman with striking emerald eyes and a diamond-sharp smile. "David Morales?" she asked in a calm, yet commanding tone. "Yes," he said cautiously, wiping grease from his hands. "I'm Victoria Steele," she said, stepping out in a designer suit and heels that definitely didn't belong near an oil-stained parking lot. "I have a proposal for you, one that could change your life." David frowned. "I'm listening." Victoria's gaze softened just slightly. "Marry me, and I'll help you raise your daughters. They'll never have to worry about money, school, or their future." David almost laughed in disbelief. "Marry you? We don't even know each other." "I know enough about you to make the offer," she said firmly. "You're a good man. Honest. Loyal. I need a husband, and you need help. Think about it." She handed him a card and walked back to the limo, leaving him standing in the drizzle, stunned. Part 2. The reason. For 3 days, David stared at the card every night after tucking in Lily and Sophie. Something about Victoria's eyes told him she wasn't joking. But why him? They met for coffee in a quiet, upscale cafe. David cut straight to the point. "Why me? You could have any man you want." Victoria sighed, sipping her espresso. "Because I don't want any man. I need someone who isn't after my money, who actually cares about family. I'm in a situation where my company's board wants me married before I can take full control of my late father's empire. They don't think a woman without a husband is stable enough to run it." She rolled her eyes. "I refuse to marry a snake in a suit. And you think I'm what? A safe option? I think you're a good man who loves his daughters more than anything. I'd rather share my life with someone genuine than someone who sees me as a paycheck." David leaned back, conflicted. "It's not that simple. I'm not sure I can marry someone for business." "It wouldn't be just business," she said quietly. "We could be partners, in more ways than one. I would love your girls as my own." Part 3. The reply. That night, David sat on the worn couch in his small living room. Lily and Sophie were asleep, their soft breathing filling the quiet. He thought about the struggles, missed school trips because he couldn't afford them, nights when dinner was just toast, the way Sophie's shoes had holes in them last month. The next morning, Victoria arrived at his garage again. She stepped out of the limo, expecting an answer. David walked up to her, his expression unreadable. "Victoria," he said slowly, "I can't marry someone just for money, but I will marry someone who truly wants to be part of this family." He looked her in the eyes. "If you're serious about loving my girls, not just helping them, then yes, my answer is yes." For the first time, Victoria smiled without her usual steel in her eyes. Then it settled. David glanced at the limo, then at his grease-stained hands, thinking how bizarre life could be. Just last week, he was worried about rent. Now, he was about to marry a millionaire. And deep down, he knew this was just the beginning of a story none of them could have predicted.